Microsoft Word tricks that can save you hours and enhance your documents. You know exactly what you want Word to do, but can't remember the command. Instead of hunting through all the menus, press Alt plus Q. Your cursor immediately moves to the search box at the top of Word. Now, describe the command you need. Insert page number, change margins, add comments. Word will display commands that you can click immediately. This is especially helpful when you know what you want to accomplish but can't remember where Microsoft placed the command. Press and release the Alt key once. Word's key tips appear over the ribbon commands. For example, press H to open the Home tab, or P to open the Layout tab. Additional letters appear over its commands. Press Escape to move backward or to close key tips. Once you learn the commands you use most frequently, you'll navigate Word remarkably quickly. The Format Painter copies formatting from one part of a document to another. Select text that contains the formatting you want. Click Format Painter, then select the text you want to apply that formatting to. Boom, it's done. This is perfect for formatting multiple headings, quotations, or other elements. Press Escape or click Format Painter again to turn it off. Microsoft Word can repeat many of your most recent actions. Bolding, for example. Bold a word or a phrase. Select another and press F4. Word repeats the bold formatting. You can continue selecting text and pressing F4 as many times as you need. This shortcut also works for other actions, including changing paragraph alignment and even changing font colors. Control-Y also works in many of these same situations. Suppose you type an entire heading in lowercase, then realize it should have been capitalized. You don't have to delete and start all over. Instead, select the text and press Shift F3. Each time you press this shortcut, Word cycles through different capitalization options, including lowercase, uppercase, and capitalize each word. This is also one of the fastest ways to repair text that was accidentally typed with caps lock turned on. When a Word document refuses to behave, don't curse Bill Gates. Invisible formatting might be the reason. First, press Ctrl-Shift-8. This will reveal Word's hidden formatting marks. You'll see symbols representing paragraph marks, spaces, tabs, manual line breaks, page breaks, and other formatting elements. These symbols don't appear when printing. They're behind the scenes to help you diagnose problems like extra blank pages, inconsistent spacing, mysterious indentations, or text that refuses to stay together. Press Ctrl-Shift-8 to hide the marks. You normally use Word to select text horizontally, one line at a time. But you can also select text vertically. Hold down the Alt key, click inside the document, and drag the pointer vertically through the text. Word selects a vertical block instead of entire lines. This can be useful when you need to remove the same number, symbol, or unwanted column from several lines. The spike is one of Word's oldest and least known features. The spike lets you cut information from several locations, then paste all of it together at once where you want. Select the first item and press Ctrl-F3. Then select another item and press Ctrl-F3 again. Continue collecting as many items as you need. When you're ready, place your cursor in the new location and press Ctrl-Shift-F3. Word pastes the collected items in the same order in which you cut them. Copying information from a website or another document into yours can bring unwanted fonts, colors, spacing, and hyperlinks into your file. Solution: Paste Special. You'll find it on the Paste menu via the Home tab. You can also press Ctrl-Alt-V. Paste Special allows you to choose exactly how the copied material will be inserted. You can paste unformatted text, preserve formatting, or paste the content as a picture. When you only need the words and not the original design, choose Unformatted Text. This tool can prevent many formatting problems. Go to the Home tab and click the small arrow in the lower right corner of the clipboard group. This will open the clipboard pane. Now, When you copy or cut text, tables, and images, they will appear in this pane. You can then select individual items to paste, or choose Paste All to insert everything at once. This is useful when collecting information from different parts of a document for later use. If you regularly type the same address, disclaimer, signature, biography, table, or standard paragraph, consider using Quick Parts. First, select the content you want to reuse. Next, go to the Insert tab. Choose Quick Parts. Now select Save Selection to Quick Part Gallery. Now, when you need that material again, return to Quick Parts and select the saved item again. Word will insert the content, including its formatting, directly into your document. Now you can avoid repeatedly typing or recreating standard material. You don't always have to build a table one cell at a time. Suppose you have information in text form. Make sure the items are separated by commas or other consistent character. Now, select them all. Go to Insert, choose Table, and select Convert Text to Table. Tell Word how the information should be separated, and Word will place it into rows and columns. You can also reverse the process by clicking inside an existing table, opening the Table Layout tab, and choosing Convert to Text. You'll find this much easier than manually copying and pasting information to and from individual cells. Word can alphabetize information even when it isn't inside a table. First, select a list of names, titles, terms, or paragraphs. Go to the Home tab and select the Sort button from the paragraph group. Choose Ascending or Descending Order and select OK. Word will rearrange the selected items alphabetically or numerically. This is helpful organizing a list of names, glossaries, inventories, and even reference citations. The navigation pane is one of the best tools for working with long documents. First, go to the Viewed tab and select Navigation Pane. Your headings will appear in a panel on the left side of the screen. Click a heading to jump directly to that section. You can also drag a heading up or down in the navigation pane. When you do, Word will move the heading and all of the text beneath it to the new location. For long documents, this is much safer than manually selecting several pages, cutting them, and hoping you included everything. After applying Word's built-in heading styles, you can temporarily collapse the material beneath a heading. Move your pointer near the left side of the heading. A small triangle appears. Click the triangle, and Word hides the paragraph beneath that heading. Click it again to expand the section. This trick allows you to collapse sections you're not working on, so you can focus only on the part that needs your attention. Suppose you're editing page 20 of a long document, but you need to keep referring back to information on page 2. Well, you don't have to scroll back and forth repeatedly. Go to the View tab and select Split. Word divides the document window into 2 panes. Each pane can display a different part of the same document. You could read the introduction in one pane while editing the conclusion in the other pane. You can also compare information, check references against in-text citations, or copy material between distant sections. You can return to the normal view by double-clicking the dividing line. Have you ever received back a revised document and wondered exactly what changed? Word can compare the 2 versions for you. Go to the Review tab, select Compare, and then choose Compare Again. Select the original document and the revised document. Word creates a comparison showing insertions, deletions, formatting changes, and other revisions. This is very useful for reviewing contracts, reports, student revisions, and collaborative projects. A Word file may contain information that you can't immediately see, including comments, track changes, document properties, hidden text, and personal information about the author. Before sharing an important document, go to File, select Info, choose Check for Issues, and then select Inspect Document. Word searches the file for hidden information and displays what it finds. You could then decide which information should be removed, but consider saving a backup copy before removing anything important. This trick could save you from losing hours of work. If Word closes unexpectedly, or you accidentally close a file without saving it, open Word, go to File, then Info. Select Manage Document, followed by Recover Unsaved Documents. Word opens a folder containing any recoverable unused files. Open the file you need and immediately use Save As to store it in a permanent location. When you find a command you use frequently, click it. The command will then appear in the small toolbar near the top of the Word window and will remain available regardless of which ribbon tab is currently open. You can also add common commands such as Print Preview, Insert Table, or almost any other feature you regularly use. For additional options, open the Quick Access Toolbar menu and choose More Commands. A few minutes spent customizing this toolbar could save you hundreds of clicks over time.